everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. Have some updates on the products that I've been using for the past couple of months, and I'll let you know if they've been my favorites, if they've been kind of so-so, or just didn't work out for me. And some of these products could be recommendations for the Sephora sale. At the time of this video, the sale already started for Rouge members, and I do have several products here that I think would be great recommendations. I did pick up some items from Sephora, and I also had to order several things, but that shipment hasn't been in yet, so I can't do my Sephora haul yet. And it's a haul not just from Sephora, it's going to be a haul from other brands too. But for now, let me go ahead and show you my favorites for the month of February and March. Another one that I kind of had to combine with like my empties, because I think for the month of February I only had 2 products, so I thought I'd, another one that I floated to the next month, and now I've accumulated a whole bunch of things in here to show you, but it's all good and fun. Let's go ahead and start with skincare, and this product from I'm From, the honey serum. I did get this in the Yes Style advent calendar, and I've been really enjoying this product. Really do like what I see when I apply it to my skin. The brand I'm From, it is a Korean skincare brand. They list their ingredients on their products and where it's from. Just like the name entails, I'm From. And this honey serum, the main ingredient in here, honey, it is from this region in Korea. I think it's from the Giri Mountains. It's so small for me to read, but I hope you can see that. So that's where they source the honey, in the Giri Mountains. And if you look on the back, it tells you the percentage of the honey that's in this product. And it's 30.63% of honey in this product. We all love honey on our skin because it gives you that hydration. Fitted with over 30% of patent Honey Glow Queen formulation, this dual function serum boasts anti-aging qualities and brightens dull skin. So this brightens and smooths the skin, and it also gives you a nice glow without looking too oily. I do have combo oily skin, acne prone skin, and whenever I apply this, it just gives me kind of like a glow from within. It has a gel texture and it kind of looks like honey. And when you blend it over the skin, it just smooths it out and gives you that nice glow. And it absorbs very nicely into the skin. And I used this morning, and it plays well with other moisturizers and with makeup. You do get 1 ounce of product in here, and it always goes on sale. The price kind of fluctuates. And right now, the original price is $27.10, and it's 25% off Yes Style. So this 1 ounce product is $20.32 US. So it's not bad for a great serum that gives you that hydration and brightens the skin. And I'm glad I got this in the advent calendar, and I do love the products from I'm From. Their masks are great. The honey mask, that one's another great honey product. Their mugwort mask, their ginseng mask, and also a toner, a rice toner. I really do love the brand I'm From. They have great products, and this one, the honey serum, is just a nice one added to my collection of favorites. The rest will be makeup, and let's start with this eyeshadow primer by Smashbox, the 24-hour photo finish shadow primer. And one of y'all mentioned this in a previous video. So I was looking for another eyeshadow primer to kind of give me a break from the other favorite that I have, the Hourglass eyeshadow primer. I still love this one, but this one from Smashbox, it's right up there. It did take a couple of times for me to get used to the texture because it is a little bit thick, but the heat from your finger and when you apply it to the lid, it just kind of melts into the skin. Not into the skin, but just kind of easy to spread out. The shadow stays on, there's no melting of the shadows, there's no creasing, and it does give the shadows a little bit of a brightness to it. And the Smashbox, you don't need to wait as long for it to dry because it's pretty much kind of melted on, and then you could apply the shadows. And you know what? I probably should have picked one up during the Sephora sale because I'm almost out. Yeah, when I go back, I will pick up another one of these for sure, because this is really nice eyeshadow primer. So thank you so much for mentioning this. Now let's move on to eyeshadows, and I have several palettes here and a couple of singles, and I'll let you know what I think about it. And let's start with one that I'm wearing right now. Is this one by Natasha Denona, the Zendo palette. I did receive this one in the Beautylish Lucky Bag, and this is one of the palettes that I didn't get from Natasha Denona, so I'm glad this one was in the Beautylish Lucky Bag. And I have to tell you that when it did come out, I looked at it and thought it was just a little too colorful for me. Oops. But it's a nice palette. It's great formula. I mean, it is Natasha Denona. And the shades that I have on my lids, beautiful creamy matte shade Mindful. And then I placed this dual chrome shade Yama in the center of my lids. And this shade Mindful, it is such a beautiful shade. It has like a cinnamon tone to it. And it's the creamy matte formula, and it just blended out beautifully. Used the brush with it all over my lids and just kind of buffed it into my crease. Oh, and I forgot, I did place another shade above my crease, and it was this one, Balanced, this light brown shade here. So with this look, I used 3 shades, but the main one was this beautiful this lid is this medium cinnamon shade. It's beautiful, very creamy. And I would reach for this palette quite a bit, especially with these shades over here. The blue shades, they are very pretty, and I did do a video using this palette using these shades. I'm going to show you another palette that I love the blue shades in that one. But this is a beautiful palette, and I'm glad I got this one in the Beautylish Lucky Bag. Very pretty. The next two palettes have the same name, Be Mine, but let's start with this one by Sydney Grace. Another beautiful palette, another wonderful brand, Sydney Grace. The pigmentation is there, quality is there, the blendability is there, and the shades are there. It's just a beautiful palette. There are two different palettes, a light version and a deep version, and this one is the deep. And I want to say that there are a few mattes and maybe one metallic shades that are different. This one does cost $52, and the Natasha Denona one, that one is the $65 palette. So this one's $52 again, and there are discount codes, and I'll list them down below for you guys. I believe you get 10 or 15% off. I believe Sydney Grace still has these palettes on their website. The other Be Mine palettes from another indie brand, Heritage Cosmetics. This one I found out while I was watching Britt Clark on one of her lives. Someone did mention this brand with this palette, and I placed an order then and there. And this is another great one with great pigmentation, blendability. The shades are there. It does have two glitter shades, but those aren't my favorite because they do get everywhere. But the other shades are just beautiful, especially these two lavender shades. Very pretty. Unfortunately, see, I'm getting glitter all over my hands right now. Unfortunately, this palette is sold out, and I don't know if she'll be making this again. And I saw on her Instagram page that she is thinking about just returning to only selling lashes. Because she started out with selling false lashes, and then she ventured into eye pencils and eyeshadow palettes. So I don't know what her future will be with her brand, but whatever she does, she will be successful, because this palette, the shades, and the formula, it is very pretty. So I really do wish her good luck, and that I hope she keeps making palettes. But I'm glad I got this palette, and I believe this one was $32. So I do hope that she continues to do palettes, but if not, that's fine, that's fine. She's going to be successful in anything that she does. I saw that I had some shadow on my cheeks there, so I hope I got it off. I don't know how it got there. But anywho, let's go to I have to say this one is my favorite of the palettes of the eyeshadows, is this one by Byredo, the Flora Kalahari palette. I wasn't planning on getting this eyeshadow palette, but several of y'all mentioned that I had to get it, so I caved and I bought it, and I'm glad I did. Thank y'all so much, because this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. And my favorite blue shades are in this palette. This one, Under the Sky, such a beautiful blue. And another one of my favorite shades is this beautiful matte shade, Burnt Umber. Very beautiful. It has that warmth, red, earthy tone to it. It's very beautiful on the lids. Now there are a couple of shades in here that are similar, and since the shades are close to each other, they do kind of jump into one another, but I'm okay with that because the shades are just beautiful. It's very smoothing on the eyes, very blendable, just like with all the other palettes, but this one, very pretty. Now on the Byredo website, it does say sold out, but as of today, as of filming this video, Nordstrom has it, and it's still available on Nordstrom. Selfridges also carries this, but I think they're sold out there too. It's a little bit pricey. It's $96, I believe, either $91 or $96. And even the packaging is beautiful. It does get, all fingerprinty, and the beautiful desert rose on the cover. Very pretty. And again, thank y'all so much for mentioning that I do need to get this palette, and I'm glad I did. So going from my favorite to the favorite, let me give you the updates on these two eyeshadows. They're single eyeshadows from Victoria Beckham. These are not my favorites. Well, at least one of them is not my favorite. And these are the Lid Lustrous Crystal Infused Eyeshadows. They are single eyeshadows, and they come in these cute little pods here. And again, I did get two shades, Mink and Onyx. Minx is my favorite one, and Onyx, not so much. So let me show you Mink. This is a taupey brown. It's very pretty, wonderful one shade and done. And you could also mix it with other shades. And then this one is Onyx, a deep black with silver pearl infused with black obsidian. I have to say that they are very creamy. It's a great way to do a one shade and done. But these have a great amount of fallout. Whenever I applied it on, I could feel it coming on my cheeks, especially with Onyx. Mink's not so much. It did have some fallout, but not as bad as Onyx. And Onyx just creased up on my lids. I just didn't appreciate that, didn't like that. But I have to say Mink is very pretty. I will use Mink again. Onyx, probably not, unless, I try to do something different, which I have, but still, maybe I need to do other things different. I mean, you could even see bits of the shadow on my finger there. So here's Mink and here's Onyx. Mink is very pretty, but Onyx, not my favorite. I'm glad I got to try them, but yeah, it's not my favorite, so I don't think I'll be picking up any more in the near future of the Lid Lusters by Victoria Beckham. And let me check and see how much these cost. I believe $36. Yes, $36. I also have some other Victoria Beckham products, but we'll get into those. Let's just concentrate on the eyes. And the last eyeshadow products that I have are from SUQQU, and this is from their 2022 spring collection. One of them I do like, the other one, not so much. Another one of those. Let's start with the one that I do like, is this one, 08. These are the type of shades that I would like. And this one is very similar to the other blues that I have, but these three are very pretty. They're very smoothing and very different. That is one thing that I like about the SUQQU quads. They have great color stories, and you could wear it many ways. This bronzy one that right here, very pretty. Another one shade and done. And this one's more of a shadow topper, and do love this orangey tangerine shade. Very different. And the one that's not my favorite is this limited edition one, 112. When I saw this, I thought, ooh, this will be very pretty, but these three right here are all shadow toppers. This is this pretty matte shade. It's very pretty, but these three shades just didn't work for me. This ice blue one looked very pretty, but it's kind of ashy on my skin tone, and I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hit hard pan, and so is this one. So this is probably a different formula for SUQQU, because I haven't seen that before with all the other palettes that I have, and I have quite a few SUQQU palettes. But this one, I have to say, is not my favorite. Now this primer from Hourglass, the Vanish Airbrush Primer, very nice. If you can pick this up during the Sephora sale at a good price, 20% off, I would highly recommend this primer. It's very blurring, very smoothing on my skin, doesn't leave a white cast, and it smooths out my pores. It just gives that blur airbrush look to it. But yes, I would highly recommend this primer. Love this one. It's right up there with the one by Sisley. It's a lot cheaper than the one by Sisley, but it's right up there. I was really surprised with it. I would say that this is better than the previous primer, the one by Hourglass. I believe it's the Veil Primer. Yeah, this one's a lot better. And I've been using it with different foundations. The foundation that I'm wearing right now is the new one by SUQQU. Hopefully I'll be doing a review on that one soon. But this one does work with other foundations and also other primers, because I like to double up my primers. So yeah, I would highly recommend this primer. Again, try to find it on sale. This costs $56, and you do get 1 ounce of product in here. And this will last me quite a bit, because all you need is just 1 pump. Another product that I've been really enjoying is this concealer by Lancome, the Tint Adult Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This is a hydrating, lightweight, full coverage concealer that brightens dark under eyes and covers imperfections without creasing or caking. The shade that I have is in 420, and this is a perfect shade for underneath my eyes. I just place it in the inner corner of my eye and the outer corner. And I could either use a concealer brush or use my finger to spread it out. And it spreads out very nicely. It's not caking up, doesn't look too light, doesn't look too ashy. And it hydrates my skin. It does camouflage the dark circles, and it doesn't leave it caking. It doesn't have that cakiness, powdery look underneath it. Now I'm looking on the Sephora site, and they don't have 420. They have 415 and then 435, but on the Lancome website, they do have 420, and it's bisque neutral. So I don't know why, and even Nordstrom, they only carry 5 shades. I guess they're just sold out, but 420 is a perfect shade for me. It's a great price point too. It's $29, and I believe it's just under a half an ounce of product in here. Now, I have to say that the one by Clé de Peau and the one by Sisley are still right up there, but this one, for the price, you can't go wrong with this one by Lancome. And when you get it on sale, it's even a better price. Now let's move into cheeks, and I do have quite a bit of cheek products. Let's quickly go through these, and let's start with this one, Victoria Beckham, the Cheeky Posh. And I was quite surprised that I like these. These are a cream blush. It comes in a stick form. And another thing that I was really surprised is the one that I'm wearing right now. I do have it layered with another cheek product, but the light pink that I'm wearing right now is this one, Major. I was quite surprised that I do like this shade. So this one is Major, which is a neutral pink flush. And it's very easy to apply. I just apply it from the stick and then use my fingers to blend it out. I can also use a brush too, and that works out fine. But this shade, Major, I think is my favorite from the two that I did get. The other one is Mini Skirt, which is a berry rose. And here is Mini Skirt. But yeah, I was quite surprised that I like this one, Major. These do cost $42, and of course I did get them on sale last year, and very nice. They stay on the cheeks, they don't melt off, and it doesn't pick up the foundation whenever I apply it on. And I think my new favorites are cream blushes, and I did pick up quite a bit from the Sephora sale. Not from Victoria Beckham, because Sephora doesn't carry Victoria Beckham, but I bought some other brands of cream blushes that you'll see hopefully in the next video, or if not, the one after that. But yeah, my new favorite things are cream blushes. And besides cream blushes, I'm really enjoying powder blushes. And these three from Givenchy, the Prism Libra blush, very nice, very different. Unfortunately, we can't get these in the States. I did pick them up from Feel Unique. It's a UK website. It's regularly 38 British pounds 50, and right now they're having a sale 10% off, so it's 34 pounds 65. So it's not a bad price for these powder blushes. So the one that I'm wearing right now on top of Victoria Beckham's Major is this one, number 5. Hope Line Violin, I believe that's how you say it. I hope that you can see the 4 different powder shades in here. It does come with a mirror top, and you twist it off. It does, you know, can be a little bit messy. It comes with a buff, which I don't use, and let's see if you can see what the colors look like here. So it has a sifter, but you just kind of tap some into the lid. So here's number 5. And then get a brush, and this one I'm going to talk about by units. Very nice. Just kind of swirl it around and tap off the excess. You really do need to tap it off, and then just bounce it on the skin. Very pretty. Let me see if I can try to swatch it on my arm. So this one is number 5. See, it's very pink, bright pink. And then this one is number 3, which is more of a coral, and the name of it is Voix Coreal. You can see this one's more of a peachy tone, has 4 different shades here. And I think that you can even try to tap one side to get more of one shade, but you just want to get all 4. So this one's number 3. Yeah. And then the other one that I have is number 6, which is Flanelle Rubis. I just need to be quiet. I can't speak French. And here are the 4 shades in here. So I don't have them in order. This is 6, 3, and 5. Very pretty shades. It's very pretty, and when you apply it with a brush, it just blends out very nice, and it does give you a little bit of a sheen too. Very pretty. And the last 2 brushes are these from SUQQU. These are the melting brushes. Very nice formula. The blushes from SUQQU are very pretty. This one is number 7, which is more of a terracotta earthy red there. And then this one is 06, kind of a tangerine shade. And I would say that this feels kind of dry on the hands, but very smooth. Does that make sense? So here is number 8. Very nice, very smoothing on the arm there on the skin. I say number 8, this is number 6. And they have such a softness to it. It's not wet at all. It's not like a cream, but it has a softness, and when you apply it, it's very smoothing. And this one's number 7. Very pretty. Really do like number 7 more than number 8, but they're both very nice. They are a matte finish, but again, it's very nice on the cheeks, very smoothing. And I like this formula. This is a very nice formula. Now let's move into highlighter, and of course, this one from Chanel, the Rêve de Camellia highlighter. Very nice on the cheeks. Does give you that nice highlight, that nice glow without emphasizing texture, without looking too oily, and it just gives you, like I said, that real nice glow. And I do like the embossing, the pretty camellia flower. I just love it when brands has that pretty embossing. It just adds a certain class to the products. And this one is more like a pink highlighter. Very pretty, very subtle, but yet gives you that glow. Love the texture of this highlighter. Another product from Givenchy is the Prism Libra powder. This one you could get at Sephora, and I would recommend this powder. I applied it over my makeup, and it just blurs everything out. It mattified my skin. Like I said, I have combo oily skin. It comes with 4 different shades in this powder, and I got mine in 5. Hope Line Mimosa. This one does not come with a buff, and here are the 4 shades in here. I believe this is the second to the darkest one that they have. Now the only thing is that it does have a strong perfumey scent, but after you apply it, it just dissipates, and I don't smell it anymore after that. And again, you just turn it upside down to tap it, and again, here's the powder. And then you just get the powder brush, again, tap off the excess, and then apply. Very nice, very nice. Oh, my hair. Doesn't emphasize any of my texture. This is a beautiful loose powder. Very nice. I'm glad I got this one. You do get 0.42 ounce of product in here, and it costs $58. And yes, there are 6 shades, and this is number 5, which is second to the darkest. Finally, down to the last products here, and these are lipsticks, and these are also from Victoria Beckham, and I have 4 of them. These are called the Posh lipsticks, and these cost $38. These are nice lipsticks. I will give it that. These are nice lipsticks. It's not one of my favorites, but I will use it because I do like this shade that I'm wearing right now, Fringe, which is a deep copper brown, and I do like the brown lipsticks, the brownie nudes. They are very creamy. They do not settle in my lines. They just don't last very long on my lips, especially the lighter shade that I have. The darker shade, yes, that one does last a little bit longer because the pigment is there. But I would have to say that the texture is more like, it's not a balm, maybe a little bit thicker than a balm. So here are the swatches. This is Pout, and I did get this one in a advent calendar, I believe from Space NK or Cult Beauty. I believe Cult Beauty. And it's a pale coral pink. And then this one is Fringe, which is a copper brown. And then this one is Play, which is a rich plum berry. And the last one is Moody, which is a luxe velvety crimson. They do have a nice sheen to it, but the light one, Pout, just doesn't last very long on my lips. And out of the four that I have, my favorite one is this one that I'm wearing right now, is Fringe, this coppery brown. But they do have a nice texture. It's very comfortable on the lips. And like I said, it's more like a little bit thicker than a balm. I'm not wearing a gloss, which is good because sometimes I do need a gloss to just kind of smooth out my lips. I'm kind of on the fence with these lipsticks. It's not my favorite, but it's not my favorite. I hope that makes sense. It's not the last item because I need to talk about these blushes from Units. This is another product that I got from the Beautylish Lucky Bag. There's some blushes that I like, and there are some brushes that I don't like. These are the orange series for the face, and you do get 6 brushes in here, and these cost $91. Now these are synthetic bristles, and they do have a bamboo handle with an orange lacquer over it. Let me show you the ones that I do like. It's these 3 right here. This is the number 306, which is the bronzer blush brush, and this is perfect for when I use the powder blushes from Givenchy. These blushes are very pigmented, and this brush I think is perfect for these powder brushes. Because I noticed with these brushes, especially this one, I did try it with the Chanel blushes. It didn't pick up the product as much from the Chanel blushes than the Givenchy powder blushes. So this one is perfect for the powder blushes. I've noticed whenever I use it with other blushes like the Chanel, the Sisley, even the SUQQU blushes, or any other type of pressed blush, it doesn't show it on my skin. I have to keep building it up. Whenever I use the powder blushes, it's perfect for it. Again, you still need to be careful with the amount that you put on the brush. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get it right. But this is perfect for the Givenchy blushes. Now this is the number 305, the highlighter brush, and if you have a highlighter that is very pigmented, you don't want to have too much of it on your face, this one is a great one for it. I did try it with the Chanel Camellia. You can still see it on my cheeks, but it doesn't have that big punch to it whenever I use this brush. I hope that made sense because I know I was confusing. I'm confused myself with brush and blush and all that stuff. Now the next one's my favorite is this one, the 303, the sculpting brush. And this is perfect for the cream blushes. Very dense, and it has that angle right there, so you can really spread out the cream blush in there on your cheeks. Let me show you the other 2 brushes here, show you the difference. The 306 has a round ferrule, whereas the highlighting brush, the 305, is more tapered. And then here's the 303. So these 3 are my favorite from Units. Now the next one down after those 3 is this one, the 302, the powder brush. This one is nice. It's very soft, but it's not as soft as, say, the Sonia G powder brush or the one by Chikuhodo. I mean, the one by Chikuhodo, can't go wrong with that powder brush. This one's a nice one too. It has a round ferrule, and it has that dome shape, and it is very soft. Now the last 2 are kind of my least favorite. This one's my very least favorite, and this is, I could use still, but this is the 301, the large bronzer brush. You can see it's tapered, and it has that dome top. This one is very soft. I do like the bronzing brushes from Sonia G. Those just work a little bit better for me. But this is very nice. I mean, I'll still use it, but it's probably one that I won't reach for a lot because I do have the Sonia G. But this one's not bad. Don't get me wrong. This one's not bad, but I would reach for the ones that I have from Sonia G more than this one for a bronzer. Now this one is not my favorite. This is the foundation brush, which is the 304. It just left streaks. No matter which foundation I was using, it would just leave streaks. And it is kind of small, very stiff and very densely packed. Kind of tugs on my skin, and again, it leaves streaks. It's not my favorite for foundation. My favorite for the foundation is this one by Chikuhodo, the Faux Pas brush. Love this one. Spreads it out fast, doesn't leave any streaks. This one, not my favorite. Of the 6, foundation brush is not my favorite. Now that's it with the products that I have. I thought it was the lipsticks, but no, it's the brushes. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this update video of showing you what's been working for me and what hasn't been working for me. My favorites and not so favorites. And hopefully soon those orders will come in so I could do a haul video. Because I can't wait for those to come in actually. But anywho, again, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you did like and enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.